What's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer, bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And today, we're going to take a look at the XRP price chart. I've been on vacation for 4 days. I put out a video this morning really focusing on Bitcoin and the broader market perspective. But in this video, we're going to primarily focus on the XRP price chart. We will resort back to the Bitcoin price chart to do comparisons of where XRP is at right now, where Bitcoin is at right now within its market cycle, and are we setting up right now for an explosive move to come out of XRP based on what we've seen happen in this market before. So we'll dive into the price action that's going on in here. We'll dive into the Bitcoin price action that's going on in here and see if we're getting the perfect formula for a setup to have an explosive move for XRP. Now, as many of you may know, today is Cyber Monday over here on Unstoppable Domains. I posted this over here on Twitter earlier today. Unstoppable Domains has always been a friend of the channel and the only sponsor I've ever accepted for the channel. They are running a buy one, get one free promo for Cyber Monday. So it's been quite a while since we've talked about Unstoppable Domains, but they've always been a friend of the channel. Today, only buy one, get one free for .crypto domains. If you don't know what those are, you can build your own decentralized domain. It's not under the reign and power of GoDaddy where they can do whatever they want whenever they want. You have decentralized control over your domain. I also like to use mine to store all of my wallet addresses for different assets. So you can essentially just send crypto to bcbacker.crypto, and whatever crypto you send, I've got it set up so it'll forward that to the proper addresses. So if you're looking to get a free domain today, buy one, get one free. There's a link in the description of this video. But otherwise, let's dive into the XRP price chart and the price action we've seen over the last couple of days. As you all know, there was some serious price action that took place last Friday. The stock market actually fell 950 points. The crypto market fell with it. Bitcoin fell big time. XRP fell at the same time. That's what this red candle is right here. But as we could see, that XRP was able to hold onto the lows. So far, we're just looking at a crash, retrace, reaccumulation that's happening in here, right? You have your crash, your retrace back to retracement levels, your reaccumulation. So long as these lows hold, this is very normal to see happen in all different types of charts, including crypto, metals, stocks. It's just a normal thing to occur in markets. That is, as long as the low does hold. Matter of fact, you even see that phenomenon happening back over here. In this moment right here, you see a crash, a retrace, a reaccumulation, then a breakout and go. So structurally, XRP still looks just fine so long as it's holding these lows over here. The problem is we're all getting a little bit bored of this at this point, going on 107 days being in this range at this time. So we're now on the bottom side of the range after 107 days, so nearly 3.5 months of ranging, and yet XRP hasn't taken off yet. Obviously, my hopes and expectations for XRP are that it can catch up with the rest of the market. We've seen that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and plenty of different digital assets have gone on to clear above their 3.618 Fibonacci extensions. An equivalent move for XRP to do a similar move to Ethereum or Bitcoin gets you up to about $12 currently. But for some reason, it still just hasn't gone yet. One of the things we talked about as like the worst case scenario for XRP, and I remember I used to go on Green Eggs and Sam to the Lifeboats YouTube channel. We would talk about all different kinds of things. He would always ask me, what's the worst case scenario? And I would say, a lot of people talk about Ripple and stuff happening with Ripple or whatnot, but the worst case scenario for XRP would, of course, be that it does nothing. But, that's never really been an option for me. I've always stuck with the conviction that XRP will go on a bull run, and the worst case scenario, narrative-wise, for a bull run for XRP will be that it just does exactly what it's always done, and that's that it takes off into the final ending phase of Bitcoin. And if we look at what XRP would need to do right now to get some type of move like that, right, you'd need a 1,100% rise to happen, and based on what we've seen these things do before, I'd have to do it relatively quickly, right? So is there any chance that we could see that size of a run happen for XRP during this time frame? Well, I mean, we can look at what this one looked like and see how high this one went and how short of a time frame it went that high. We can look to see how high this one went and how long of a time frame it took. It went that high as well. I'll scoot that over a little bit more so you could see it just a little bit better. It also went that high in a very quick time frame. But what was the circumstance for this one to be happening right in here is that when that takeoff happened, when XRP went from like 30 cents to $3.30, it began as Bitcoin was doing this whole move down in here, this pullback down in here, before going off to set its top at about $20,000 at the end of 2017. So coming into this moment right in here, after the first major profit take and the pullback up in here, we can look at this date right here, December 11th, after Bitcoin had already had a major profit take and a break back to the all-time high, December 11th, XRP had still not taken off yet. And we can see that way down here from back in 2017. Here was the high set back in May of 2017. Here we are, December 11th, 2017. Still sitting way down here. Excuse me, I said 30 cents earlier. 22 cents right in there. And then goes off to surge to $3.30. But on December 11th, at that time, still sitting at 22 cents. As Bitcoin is pulling up in here into these highs, December 12th, still sitting there. And then suddenly Bitcoin pulls way back down. I covered this in a video I put out earlier today, that Bitcoin pulls back down into these price ranges, and it's down in here where the XRP price chart starts to actually take off, and it heads up into this moment. Even while Bitcoin's going down, XRP is still going up, and even through all of here, XRP is going up and going up. But even in this moment right in here, XRP had not taken off yet. Meanwhile, most of the market had. And so in the video I posted earlier today, we kind of deep dived into this with Bitcoin, saying, hey, look, if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what my best guess is, that is what it is. This is precisely what the top of the 2017 bull run looked like as well. And it was during this time period down in here, while it was consolidating above the top of wave 1, XRP suddenly started to take off. So I catch a lot of flack for saying, hey, look, I think at the top of the Bitcoin bull run's coming in, but I'm bullish on the altcoin market. But hopefully you can kind of see this right in here. It was this moment right in here where XRP's bull run at the end of 2017 began, where XRP went from 22 cents to $3.30, and it all began right in here. And looking at where we're currently at within Bitcoin at this time, well, hey, we're at that same moment right in here. And this thing can waver around in here for a while based on what we've seen, but looking for XRP to take off in here, just like we saw happen at the top of the previous bull run as well. Now, a lot of people don't want to believe that the top of the Bitcoin bull run can come in, and that's fine, but I've stuck, true to my beliefs that I believe that it is. But I'm not doing it and coming from this pessimistic FUD starter kind of way. And this kind of shows you my mindset on why I'm actually really excited about it happening, because this is the moment where the altcoins have taken off historically, and it's exactly where XRP started its major bull run at the end of the 2017 bull run. Also, XRP took off at the end of the 2013 bull run for Bitcoin as well. And so for being an XRP holder, to have all of the stars align within the market, it's actually a really good thing for the Bitcoin price chart to be topping, especially for really all the altcoins, but in particular XRP, because we've seen at this exact moment, as the end of the Bitcoin bull run is happening, that is where XRP has taken off 2 separate times. And even in this exact scenario where Bitcoin comes up slightly above with 2 different pokes above its all-time high, pulls back down to the 702 Fibonacci retracement right in here, just like with what we're seeing happening right now over here on Bitcoin, is that it has pulled right back down to that 702 Fibonacci retracement right back down in here with 2 pokes above. This is the zone where in 2017 XRP lifted off from and catapulted itself in a near straight line over 1,000%. And like we're talking about, to catch up to the rest of the market, what would it have to do? It'd have to do a 1,100% rise. And from this particular moment, what did XRP do? A 1,400% rise. So the Bitcoin price chart is set up precisely as it was set up at the end of 2017. And XRP, unfortunately, lagging behind like it always has, unfortunately. But the good news is, it was this time, it was right here in this moment for the Bitcoin price chart that XRP's price chart took off with it. So I know there's a lot of boredom that we sit here and we've gone sideways and we've consolidated and it's been 107 days. I'm right there with you. But if all these things are right, and if the Bitcoin top is coming in, it is the perfect setup and opportunity for XRP to take off and go on the really big run that we've seen it do before when the top of Bitcoin comes in. So I'm not cheering for a Bitcoin top to be a evil person or a mean person wanting Bitcoin's top to come in. I'm cheering for a Bitcoin top to come in because, well, That's what's happened in this market when it does. And I'm not cheering for a Bitcoin top based on hopeful wishing and wanting. It's because it makes the most logical sense based on the previous super cycles that we've had previously for the Bitcoin top to come up here in this price level. And it makes the most logical sense based on Fibonacci extensions as well. So all things are pointing towards the top of Bitcoin coming in. And then this little pullback that we're having right in here on top of wave one to finish off wave four, so long as it goes on to do that, structurally, it's all setting up precisely to what it set up like back in here. And this is where a monster XRP bull run took off. And back in 2013, when the top of Bitcoin came in, that's where a monster XRP bull run took off. So all signs for Bitcoin point to a top right in here. And the structural setup from what we've seen happen when XRP's price takes off is all setting up here for Bitcoin right now as well. So my fingers are crossed that this is what does happen. But from a setup perspective, it has never been more optimistic than it is right now. And my wife and I were having a little bit of fun today. We were talking about different narratives of world events and what's going on and, what's the true underlying agenda of things and whether they're nefarious or not nefarious or whatever. Just talking about different agendas and, what politicians do. And we're not political. We just try to interpret all the information and say what's the real play that's happening right in here. We always try to say, well, what's the good news that could come out? What's the bad news that could come out? And when we talk about XRP and you talk about, the bad news that could come out or the good news that could come out, XRP has just been whooped by all the bad news, right? We're seeing what's happening over there with Cardano. They're really kind of starting the bad news rolling downhill for Cardano because what's going on with eToro delisting Cardano. First of all, I have no idea if there's anything bad going on with Cardano. Apparently, Bitstamp listed Cardano the same day eToro delisted Cardano for U.S. residents. So who knows what's going on over there? But you know that all the altcoins are facing this similar fate and potential that could happen to them. Yet XRP has one of the most golden opportunities out there that if it's the one that does get that green light from the SEC, the biggest green light out of any of them, because I know we talk about Ethereum having the free pass, Bitcoin having the free pass, but they haven't really been given that public free pass by the SEC in an official way. They've essentially backtracked on Bill Hinman's speech from back in 2018 where he gave Ethereum a free pass, but the SEC has publicly stated that no, that's just his opinion, that's not our opinion. But what happens if XRP becomes the only one with a green light from the SEC? Because it's the only one out there that has the potential for that to happen right now, right? It's the only one. And I'm not saying that to build a hype machine or anything like that. I'm just saying if the price takes off and it goes on that type of moon mission like that, there's a very good narrative out there for people to buy it at $10, buy it at $11, buy it at $12. Who cares? It's going to 50, right? Because the narrative would be so good. It has this potential to have this super incredible narrative attached to it. And for that, I'm like, all right, here we go, doing the same stuff, right? Accumulating at the lows, waiting for the hype machine to fire up. And then, as I've always said, I will still take profits up in those price areas, but still hold on to some of my bag, hoping and praying that it does go higher. But there's only so much hoping and praying I can do. I still have to stick to these charts and say, does it even seem realistic based on the situation we're in right now for XRP to pull off a move like this? Is this just hopeful wishing for me? And I have to stack all the things together to say, does it seem like it's possible? Can XRP do this sized run in a very short amount of time to catch up to the rest of the market? We can put the previous fractals over it and prove it that yes, it can catch up very quickly. If I'm openly being a bear about Bitcoin, am I being a hypocrite? And should I be bearish on XRP at the same time? Well, just because I don't think Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000 doesn't mean XRP can't go on a huge run. Because even in this situation right in here, if you were going to say, hey, look, you know what Bitcoin did in 2017? In 2017, it ran right up to here. And then boom, down it went. Still, doesn't get to $100,000, but XRP went on a massive, massive run at that time. That's where the whole thing started and went crazy. But still, is that just hoping and wishing, saying that it can catch up that fast based on previous fractals, or saying that, hey, during this time period, that's what can happen? Is there still anything else that can give us any type of hint to say it's possible for XRP to go that high? And that's where we go back to 2017, 18, and 19 to show that XRP has been the only digital asset in the cryptocurrency market capable of catching and surpassing Ethereum, in which it did it twice in 2017, once in 2018, and then another time here in 2018 and in 2019. So it is the only asset to ever bypass Ethereum and become the number 2 digital asset in the market. And if XRP was able to catch up to Ethereum at this point, how high of a rise would it be? Over 1,000%. So to catch Ethereum would give it that big of a run. To do previous sized bull runs for XRP would give it that big of a run. And the current market setup is very similar to what we saw back in 2017 when XRP went on its big run, when the top of Bitcoin was coming in, and we have all those conditions occurring right in here with a 4.236 extension for Bitcoin and a super cycle. So out of all the times that we've stared at this chart, we're at it. We're at that scenario where XRP has taken off at the top of previous Bitcoin bull runs. So right now is where the point where I'm right there on the tip of my toes saying, this is it. This is where all the things are set up for it. Bitcoin's super high. Bitcoin's going into wave 5 of wave 5. Ethereum's already gone on the major bull run, just like it did in 2017. Tons of altcoins have gone on their major runs, just like they did in 2017. And there's one guy lagging behind. And in 2017, this is the exact moment where XRP went nuts. And so for that, while I may seem like this big negative guy who doesn't like Bitcoin, I'm looking at the big picture of it all. And the big picture points to incredible excitement in the altcoin market and for XRP, because this was the moment where things got awesome for the altcoin market and for the XRP price chart. So you better bet your bottom dollar that I am excited that if the top of Bitcoin is coming in, that it's not a bad thing for a lot of these altcoins that are lagging behind. And this is the conditions that we need to see that we've seen previously. So I'm excited. I'm hopeful this is the moment. I'm really hopeful this is the moment. And the conditions seem to be met for that to occur. So we'll see how things play out, but it's an exciting time for me for sure. All right, that's it. 4 days off, two videos in one day for the first day back. One on Bitcoin, one on XRP. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Again, you guys can check out Unstoppable Domains for buy one, get one free crypto domains today. There's a link in the description of this video to Unstoppable Domains where you can get your own .crypto domain today. But otherwise, I want to thank you so much for watching my channel. Of course, as I do at the end of every video, you can check out bcbacker.com. This is a course that I put together where I deep dive into the previous Bitcoin bull runs, the different altcoin market cycles, tying them all together. I show how this cryptocurrency market has worked in the past. I talk about my personal exit plans in here, and I teach you how to set up your own charts and your own indicators within TradingView and CoinTrader Pro so you can do your own charting. I also talk a lot about mathematics and percentages and why those are so important to me. I did just recently add exit plan for Ethereum Part 4 final update and the blockchain backer exit plan Part 4 progress update. There are additional educational contents in here and market updates in here. Most recent one's October 31st. Tomorrow we'll add the November 30th one. And you can check out all of this educational content over here on bcbacker.com. You can follow me over here on Twitter at bcbacker. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching my channel. If you could, please like this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be notified of when I create new content and when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.